Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Carshagom. Today we're doing an unboxing of the Walking Dead Universe role-playing starter set. Now this is a new product from Free League Publishing, and just like everything from Free League Publishing that I've purchased, it's really good and high quality. So let's flip the box over so you can get an idea of what's on the box. It does have a table of contents and a little blurb as well. It is for 2 to 6 players is what it says. It does have horror themes, so it does have it here for ages 16 and up. It also says 220 minutes, which I actually do like this little bit here, giving you some idea of kind of what you're expecting from play. Now, when we open it up, oh god, here we go again. The box is nice and high quality. I will flip it over just so I can give it all there. You get 10 dice on both, 10 normal dice as well as 10 stress dice. The mechanics in this game is when you see something which should stress you out, or if you push a roll and put stress on yourself, you get an extra dice of stress, and they're good and bad, but we'll get into that in a moment. You also have the normal games catalog. I've got quite a few of these now in my collection, and Free League Publishing, their catalog is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is amazing. We also have a threat meter. This is actually really vital in the gameplay, and so you've got these you can pop out, and of course you have the pins to put it together. I think that's really ingenious that they give you a physical counter with the set itself, and I think that's just a nice little add-on there. So we then have our books, which I'm going to have to flip over just to get, because the box is quite deep. So the rules themselves are a more simplistic version, a abridged version of the full rules. That said, it's still 30 or like almost 40 pages. I think it's 38 pages, which is a bit of a concern. The reason why I say that is because Free League Publishing has a system called Mutant Year Zero, which pretty much most of their games are based on, at least their independent games are based on. This is also based on Mutant Year Zero system. The system itself is you're rolling d6s, and you're rolling as number of d6s as your stat, with your skill plus your stat, plus also any equipment or gear might also give you more dice. All you do is need to get a 6. Ones don't matter, you can't fumble for the most part. All you need is one success. If you fail and want to push a roll, you can get your stress. If you have stress from other things, you have to roll those stress dice. You always roll stress dice when you have them. Those dice are the only ones which have a fumble component. And so the little hands on them are the fumble component, and they can, in general, it suggests they can attract more walkers, or they can increase the threat level. You can also succeed and have that mishap happen, and so things can get interesting. So you can still succeed your roll even if you roll a hand or one on those stress dice, and they do give you extra dice technically to get more successes because of the stress. But yeah, that's the thing. The idea of them also is that you have to role play your way to minimize them, which also makes some really interesting role play moments. Even if it's a pat on the back after a combat, or just a nice little chummy moment, you can say afterwards, and that's me relieving stress, and they can take away one. Or if you spend time with your beloved, or your essentially someone that you're really close to, and it's listed on the pre-made characters of who's who, and that can actually get rid of all your stress dice. But that's the core mechanic, and that's the simplicity. The book has more things in there. For instance, there's 3 different versions of combat. There's brawling, which is just normal combat with other humans. There's how to deal with swarms, and how to deal with just, like, they call it duels, where you've only got like one person versus one person, or 2 versus 2, or one versus 2, that type of situation. And I do like that you don't have to go the full brawling rules for smaller combats, But then what happens when you have more things? And you can brawl inside a swarm combat. So that can get a little bit complex, at least in my thinking. Haven't seen it in play yet for the most part, at least with the swarm, but I have seen how simple it is to deal with a simple encounter with, say, a jump scare of a walker, where the walker surprises you and you can go, oh no, and you as the player goes, what do you do? Like as the GM's like, what do you do? What do you do to react against that? And it doesn't have to be a combat. It doesn't have to be a combat action or an attack, but you describe what you're doing, roll the appropriate. If you succeed, you've dealt with it. That in itself is nice. It doesn't have to roll initiative and things like that. You can deal with situations very small scale, which I think is really good. But that's my thing of the rules. I won't go into much more because I don't want this to be like a 20-minute video. Anyway, let's go into... Oh, we lost it. No, we lost it. My nails are short right now. The Wolves Den is an interesting small scenario. It is quite small. We're playing it in a couple of parts at the moment. It can do very small time. As I said, 240 minutes, I believe is what it said on the back. So it's not a hugely long scenario. It's richly detailed. It's got good ideas. And like, say, Alien RPG, you have an NPC backup character, which I like the idea of. Oops, we also get the silica things. We'll throw that away. Yeah, always throw those away. So I'm just going to try to pull these out if I can, or everything. There we go. And as we did before, just sit them half out. We have some normal character sheets. They're double-sided. They're really high print quality, as which pretty much I expect from Free League Publishing. Everything they've done is high print quality. The box, everything, always amazing. So all double-sided. We have them numbered as well, and I think there's 5 of them plus an NPC. So 5 players plus the NPC's backup, and they're really nice, and they're always there designed for conflict. They're designed for interplay conflict between each other, which makes the game more interesting than everybody's working together. And of course, they've also got secrets, and those secrets just give you those added motivations, which not everybody knows. So you find out those as you play. You also have some more, I wouldn't say advanced, but for those that are fans of the series, you have the series version of PCs, so you can actually play those from the series. So you've got 4 there from the series. Again, very high quality, and you got your stats there as well. From there, you have a really nice map of the area. So you're playing in Virginia. So Georgia. It was Virginia. Why was I thinking Virginia? Oh wait, there you go. West Virginia. Look at that. It's a beautiful, beautiful map. And it's nice and high quality. And then you got Northeast Georgia as well. So really, again, high quality maps there. And then you've got your more smaller game maps. So, by the way, these might be a little bit spoilers, but there doesn't have details on them. Just the map itself. We got one. They're one-sided. 2. And 3. So really nice, high-quality maps. As I said, everything's really high quality. My only issue is that there's 3 versions of combat, and that might get a bit strange, but otherwise everything's super high quality in the print work. The Mutiny Zero rules, if you haven't used them before, they're actually really easy to pick up and play. They are a dice pool system, and there's some really simplistic ways around doing stuff. So if you haven't played it, it's not a scary thing to try. If you're a fan of zombie apocalypse games, or just a fan of The Walking Dead, I would actually recommend this. I recommend pretty much everything that I pick up from Free League Publishing, because every product that I've bought from them, they have shown a love for the source material. And it really comes through on every single level of every game that they put. From Alien RPG to The One Ring to Blade Runner, etc. They have shown clearly they have a love for the source material, and they really want to showcase it in the best possible light. And this one certainly does it for The Walking Dead. For a starter set, it is really easy to pick up and play. There's nothing that I have any issues with. I might be liking a DM screen because the rules are a little bit more complex than their normal Mutant Year Zero rules, but the rules really work for the system from what I've seen so far. We are currently playing it for our Chronicles game, and it's been interesting already. If you're looking for a zombie apocalypse game, or just you're a fan of The Walking Dead, go for it. I would say put this to your collection, take it to your table and say, hey, what about this week we try this and we have some fun? And it's probably just a one session game, one session box set. Usually I'm against those one session box sets, which is why I like the Call of Cthulhu and RuneQuest ideas where they have more stories. But it's an interesting scenario, it's a good scenario, and it kind of showcases the world in a really easy pick up and play way. So if you're looking for another game, Walking Dead universe. Have fun at your table, and remember, failing a dice roll is just more fun for the table. So have fun, and bye for now.